There's no other way to put it that the Detroit Pistons season this year has been absolutely awful. Although they've done a little bit better as of late, because clearly they're not on pace to lose the most games ever in an NBA season before, the Detroit Pistons season definitely still has one that they do not want to remember here in the future. Now, obviously, you've seen some success from a couple players. Cade has obviously been the best year of his career so far. Jalen Duren has broke out as a player. And Asar Thompson is a really good rookie. And Jaden Ivey's made a solid jump this year too. But besides that fact, the Detroit Pistons season has not been very good. And hopefully in the future they're a little bit better. So they got a very young roster here. So I'm pretty interested to see how things are going to turn out. But as you can see by today's video title and what you're looking at on screen right now, I decided to put Luka Doncic on today's Detroit Pistons roster to save their season. Yes, I'm putting Luka on today's Pistons roster to hopefully bring them to the playoffs and hopefully bring them an NBA championship. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. I'm very curious to see how this turns out, obviously, because you know how like the Mavericks in a lot of the seasons with Dallas there, because you know the Mavericks obviously a lot of the past seasons here have not been very good. They've been pretty good obviously since trade deadline, but that's not really the point here. I'm really curious to see, pretty much this is the worst team in the NBA, and I want to see how well Luka can carry this team and potentially lead them to an NBA championship. So if you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. Let me show you the rotation first before we get into things. So I'm going to show you how we're lining up at this point of the year. And here is how we are. We have Luka Doncic, of course, at the 1. He's playing 39 minutes a game, but he's got to be playing a ton of minutes this year to hopefully offset everything else. I don't know why Cade's coming off the bench. We're going to change that. Cade's going to be our starting 2. Asar Thompson at the 3. Isaiah Stewart at the 4. And Jalen Duren at the 5. Jaden Ivey is going to be coming off the bench along with Marcus Sasser, James Wiseman, and Simone Fontecchio. Hopefully things go well for this Detroit Pistons roster with Luka Doncic on the team. I think they can definitely actually make the playoffs here with Luka on the team, but I'm kind of curious to see if they actually will or not, but we will find out shortly here on NBA 2K24. So I'm submitted to the All-Star break, and hopefully things are going all right for us then. I'll see you guys shortly at that point. So we're currently here at the All-Star break, and of course Luka Doncic is on the Eastern Conference All-Star roster, because why wouldn't he be? No other Pistons, but that's to be expected here. And at this current point in the season, we're actually 41-9. I'm very, very shocked by this, but this is absolutely absurd. We're 41-9. All I did on this team, I showed you before, all I did was put Luka Doncic on this team, and we have gone from, we're like 9 and they're like 9 and like 41 in real life. So we're pretty much the exact opposite. We're on a 5-game winning streak at this current point in the year. 23-5 at home, 18-4 on the road, 121 points in game. Quick update on Luka's stats here, because I must see 20. I don't know why he's averaging all these other years. This makes no sense. That's 2K. 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists a game so far for Luka Doncic this year. Hopefully he can have that success for the rest of the season and hopefully carry this team for the rest of the year. I'll update you guys at all the stats and the awards at the end of the season. Hopefully the Detroit Pistons roster continues to do very well. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Now at the end of the season, Luka is your MVP, but not our Luka, the one that's still in the Dallas Mavericks. 35 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists game for him. We got Victor, Rookie of the Year, averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds. Westbrook is your 6th man. Claxton, Defense Player of the Year, and we got Paul Reed as your Most Improved Player. I don't know why he's on Timberwolves. That's pretty interesting. But let's see how things go. Both Lukas, actually the one on the Mavericks, and our Luka did make the All-NBA first team. Shout out to him, so let's check out all his stats along with the rest of the ones. He also made the All-Defensives. Oh, that's actually Mavericks Luka. My bad. Shout out Alex Caruso there, and Ben Simmons. He's on the Thunder. Why is he on the Thunder? Also, Asar Thompson, I saw him made that. I almost didn't mention that. Let's check out the player stats in the year, because I'm kind of curious to see how things lined up. And like before, Luka Doncic still doing scoring for us. He had 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists a game this season. So shout out Luka Doncic. Cade Cunningham with 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists this year. Jaden Ivey had 14, 4 and 4. Durham with 13 and 11, and Isaiah Stewart had 11.6 rebounds a game. Asar Thompson also had 9 points and 8 rebounds, so he was cooking it. At the end of the season here, we went 64-18, a very, very good season to say the least. We were the first seed out in the Eastern Conference by 5 games over the Cleveland Cavaliers. 34-8 at home, 30-10 on the road. I mean, there's really no complaints at all if you look at this roster here. I mean, this is like, or the record, I should say, this is literally the perfect season here for this Pistons. I mean, literally the worst team in the East right now, and they went from the worst to the best just by putting Luka on the team. I mean, that's absolutely crazy, but you never know. It's Luka Doncic. So we're taking on the Miami Heat here in the NBA playoffs. Let's see how things go. They get the exact same squad as in real life, so it should be pretty interesting to see how things line up. We do end up winning game 1 here. Cade with 28, Luka with 27-14. I mean, that actually is a pretty good duo. But we got the Jimmy Butler on the other team here. Playoff Jimmy is not easy to beat. Also, I don't know how the Heat are the 8th seed and the Celtics are the 7th seed. That makes no sense. We are now down 2-1 to Miami, 34 for Rozier and 34 for Hero. Is that we can't really do anything against that, especially since Luka didn't go crazy. We do lose game number 4 as well. Tyler Hero with 23. Luka with 25, 5 and 11 this one. But we're on the brink of elimination here. 3-1. Heat lead over us. Can we come back? We do not. The Detroit Pistons have been eliminated in the first round by the Miami Heat. That definitely sucks. So we were literally the first seed on the season, right? And we still only didn't even make it out of the first round. So that's really, really bad. Let's see how the rest of the playoffs go. Because I'm just going to simulate right through it, obviously. Because, we didn't make it so far. Luka on the Western Conference does make it. But you got the Cavs and the Mavericks in the NBA Finals. Let's see how this turns out. And we end up with the Dallas Mavericks. I swear the Cavs just blew a 3-1 lead. Yeah, but either way, Luka Doncic, he still won a Finals MVP on. This is normal Luka, not our Luka, but he still won Finals MVP. 35, 10, 10 on the season here. And that's it. So, obviously, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please share, like, subscribe, future content. It looks like if you did put Luka Doncic onto his Detroit Pistons roster here, although they obviously do better because they went 64-18. There's no complaints about that. Unfortunately, they could not get out of the first round. We did play Miami, though, so, that's obviously a different story because Miami is a very, very good team, especially in the playoffs there. But things didn't go well in our favor. Also, the Cavs beat the Celtics 4-1. I swear 2K has something against the Celtics in this. I swear. I've done so many simulations here, right? And the Celtics clearly just don't do good at all. And I don't know why. Because it's not like the Celtics are a bad team. The Celtics are the best team in the NBA. But it's NBA 2K24 for you. What can I say? Either way, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you want to put any other players and put Jokic or something on the Pistons, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. If not, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.